lies shrouded in darkness. The winds die, the seas rage, the earth decays. The people wait. Their only hope, a prophecy. When the world is in darkness, 4 warriors will come. After a long journey, 4 warriors arrive, each holding a crystal and a cowl, apparently. This is Final Fantasy I, a recreation by Sir Beret. And this, my friends, is a new episode of Outside the Blocks. As you can see, Mr. Beret is hiding back there, and so is his cow companion. Wherever he went, he just vanished. Oh, there he is. And today, we're going to take you through a recreation of the game Final Fantasy I. I'm super freaking excited. You have no clue. I'm thrilled. So, without further ado, much a bother, let's just get started on this thing. Gentlemen, Mikey Mike and the Funky Bunch, Sir Beret, lead me on to glory. Show me what you got.
Alright, what we have here is 2 months of tedious work. And this was actually built in 1.6 in May, I believe, of 2011 towards June. It's been a while, and when I did my official trailer, I added some things since then. But right now, we are in the harbor, which is south of Cornelia. And this is there's no interior in the actual game, so I recreated most of this map just from my creative imagination. And we are first going to visit the library, which is part of a tome shop that I built. So this harbor really does not make any kind of logical sense, to be honest. I mean, yeah, let's just go in here.
The boat sails on its own water.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, as you can see, a seemingly normal bookshop. However, you get a little... there's a bigger library downstairs. So
Ooh,
let's
look
just...
at this.
Yeah, it just keeps on going. It's going to take a while.
So is this actually, for people who have
No.
never played Final Fantasy I, because that's one of those ones that, unless you're real old school, you probably have never played. For people who haven't played that, is this in the game?
No, it's not. This is just me adding random things to the map that I thought would make it even better, and we have a library down here.
I almost fell to my death in this library. That would have been the opposite of good.
Now let's go to Cornelia, the town.
Okay.
The town itself was actually really easy to make because the actual layout is extremely simple if you think about it. Oh, and the boat, that's the boat that you get from Provoca, from that pirate, Big A. I don't know. I just made it. I thought it was sweet.
What significance does that have in the story for those people who don't know?
The boat?
Yeah.
You get it in the second town you visit called Provoca when you engage in fight with a pirate named Big A, and you defeat him, and he like pretty much cowers out and says, "Oh, take my boat. I'm sorry. I'll be good for the rest of my life." And without that boat, you can't sail around. If you can't sail around, you can't collect gems, crystals, and you can't collect crystals, you can't save the kingdom from darkness, and you can't save the kingdom from darkness. Garland wins, and then you will lose.
So really, Final Fantasy I should be called Boat Story. The story of how the boat saved the world. Really.
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't have a boat, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, you would be stuck on that island for like ever.
And who wants to be
And the
stuck on
fun
an
thing
island
is,
forever?
Jack Shepherd, John Locke, Kate Sawyer.
Hey-oh,
Persson
lost
Locke.
jokes.
Okay. What we're getting up here is Cornelia, the first town. And it's not actually to scale, because if I had to make this to scale, it's been a lot smaller. Because one thing I've noticed about Square Enix, when they make instanced houses or buildings, it doesn't match up. And really, it's just a simple inn, little dwarfs, right there, beds. And you got your church thing, your item shop,
A
weapon
giant
shop.
airship in the background.
Yeah, that's the airship from Sid. Or no, no, Sid's the airship engineer. You get that from the sand, from a desert. You get a levitstone after you defeat a boss, and you go to a desert, and it comes up out of nowhere.
Well, we'll have to go check that out in a little bit, because
Wait,
that
wait.
is pretty awesome.
Visit the castle. This castle is actually pretty sweet to make. It's really huge. However, the thing is, an actual game itself, when you view the overworld castle, when you're flying around and when you go inside the actual game, two completely different castles, which made it hard to actually build this.
Really?
However,
So in the game, the overworld castle looks one way, so kind of like the way you have it now, and then...
well, the overworld castle is a lot taller, but since I had a height limit, I couldn't really build that, so I
Right.
kind of meshed the two.
Huh. Okay. Because this
But,
thing looks big already. Like, hold on. Can I get like a in the air view? Whoosh, 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 whoosh. That looks really cool. I just want to point that out.
I would have made it
That
better if
doorway
had
there.
I see what you mean by the town. Like, it's definitely a Square Enix town. Like, you can just tell just by looking at it. Like, any real town would have more than like 6 houses, but because it's a SquareSoft game, that's all people in town need. Really,
There
6
is no
houses.
There's no actual houses. No.
That's right. It's just like the inn,
an
the
inn, armor
shops.
shop, magic shop, and a church.
Everyone stays at the inn.
Yeah, or lives in the castle. Exactly. That's It's great that it looks pretty much exactly like it too, which is kind of funny. All right, let's drop down.
Let's actually go inside the castle for a second or two. The inside of the castle, if you actually play the game, you know that the inside is completely barren. Like the hallways, there's nothing in the hallways. There's only 2 rooms. No, there's 3 rooms. Let's go in here. This is the room with the bed, with a huge bed where that person is lying and he's sick and stuff.
Yep.
And up here, there's only one room, the throne room. But the throne is actually pretty sweet because it's the only room that the 3 main characters, the king's daughter, I believe, and what's his face, all just standing here the whole game.
Seems like it'd be uncomfortable.
No, the bridge. That's what we missed. The bridge north of the castle.
We did.
Let's just fly back there.
Okay, where are we going?
Over the castle. You know
All over it.
what?
Flying over the castle.
Oh,
What?
You got your aerials.
castle. All right, you see down there behind the castle?
Okay, what am I supposed to be looking for? I see a ship. I see a bridge.
There, the bridge.
Okay. What is this
This
bridge?
is the, when you fight Garland for the first time, you pretty much save his daughter, and they build a bridge for you so you can visit other mainlands, and this is that bridge.
Look at this. So what's the significance of this boat over here? Same boat?
Oh, no, it's actually, same exterior, different interior. When I first made the map, I made this boat, but then I realized I wanted to put the monologue or the script inside the boat, and there was no room in that ship, so I just shoved this over here, and I made the new interior. I mean, it's a different interior, but it's just there for aesthetics now. Airship is the only one you get, and if I recall correctly, you get it from a desert. It rises up from underground, but I don't think Sid is the one who makes it. Because Sid, if you play Final Fantasy, you know that Sid is one of the recurring characters that's in like 20 million games of the Final Fantasy series, and he's always the airship pilot or airship engineer.
Yeah, he's that way in Kingdom Hearts too, I believe.
Yeah, he's usually, if he isn't involved with the airship in some way, he's usually like the inventor of something important, or some old man who helps you in some, one of those things.
I don't know if that's Square Enix being lazy or them just being clever.
Cleverly lazy.
Well, in the Kingdom Hearts games, it's supposed to like feature the characters from the other games for some reason.
Well, he's from, in that one, I think he's from Final Fantasy VII, I think.
Yeah.
So in that one he was an airship captain, so that makes sense. Oh, that was not. Ooh, look at this place.
Random. You're starting around areas.
So what's the inspiration for this?
I watched National Treasure one night, and I.
Okay then.
It's a great movie. Nicolas Cage is an awesome actor. No, he's a pretty good actor. Mortal Kombat was pretty nice.
You can't go. You can't
He was
go.
in Mortal Kombat?
Nicolas Cage is in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, he was Johnny Cage. You know the guy with the kick?
The hell No, he wasn't.
What?
Yeah, that was him.
What?
I can understand being like a sorcerer and sorcerer's apprentice.
No, hold on. Hold the freaking phone. I'm gonna have to go look this up now. He is not. I've confirmed it on IMDb. It was Lyndon Ashby. I don't know what you were smoking at the time you thought that was Nicolas Cage. But I guess it's good because no one knows who Lyndon Ashby is anyway. Like, that guy was just in Mortal Kombat and then vanished.
His name kind of sounds like Rick Astley.
Maybe it was Rick Astley and then he changed his name for that role. Because Johnny Cage is never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down, Sonia. Never.
Oh, I did not just get rickrolled.
You did. You did. That's what you get for telling me that Nick Cage was that movie would have become like 10 times better for me. I would have been like, how did I not know Nick Cage was in this? But you ruined it. You ruined it for me. Ooh, look at this place.
Right. Random.
I lost you guys.
We're in the big circle room with the lights and the things in the dome.
I can't see anything.
That's probably for the best.
That's your fault, because, in 1.8, we're near the bedrock level, so if you play this map and it's 1.8, you can't see anything, it's because it's the void fog.
Ooh, look at this room. I like the attention to detail on this one. This looks really cool. With the wood and the things and the... Yeah, okay, I like this place.
Yeah, honestly, when I was like making these tunnels, there was no linear. There's no. I was kind of winging the whole thing. No, I was winging the whole thing.
But it still looks very cool. Shh! Don't give away the secret. Hey, kids! If you want to build something awesome, wing it. Okay, Look at this. That is ridiculously cool.
Okay, so do you guys remember the first National Treasure? The ending? Remember that,
yes, I do. I don't remember there being a giant Medusa / whatever these are, and a dude up there in the corner. But yeah, I remember that. I know what you did with the fire, though, like the fire going down that lit it all.
Yeah, I love that scene, so I just like, you know what?
I remember the giant statues.
Was Lyndon Ashby or whatever the hell his name was, he Johnny Cage there, and he's like, I'm gonna fight these statues with Nicolas Cage. I love this place. I love the split and the water versus the lava and that's kind of badass right there.
All right, the way to get to this little hub is through this tunnel that you see down here. See that little?
Yeah.
Is that someone down there? Yeah. All right. Get down here. You get to this platform. Basic information. If you put up, there's 25 sprites, and if you put them side by side, it's 944 blocks wide.
What happened here?
Get off of me.
I did not mean for that. I'm trying.
All right.
It would have been better if you were a chicken. All right. Anyway.
All right. So what I put here is the stats extracted from the Final Fantasy wiki for all the 4 major bosses and the last boss. And there's actually 2 directions we can go down. Let's go down the left.
Oh, look
real
at
quick.
this.
What?
No,
Oh
I'm,
yeah.
just, I'm just looking at the bosses. That's awesome. Okay. Okay
Alright.
then. Okay then.
Yeah. Alright. And what we have here is just the 6 starting classes, 6 upgraded classes: black mage, white mage, the thief, the red red mage. Then you get the monk. Alright. After monk, we got fighter, black wizard, white wizard, the ninja, the red wizard, the master, and the knight, all the way back there. And these are all about 40 by 30, and they were made by hand. They weren't. I didn't use any kind of wool. You know those wool generators that you see? You turn pixel art into wool and you import it as a schematic.
Right.
I didn't use that, and I can prove that because you can see that I use more than just wool. I used dirt, I used pumpkins, I used moss stone, which made it so I could add more detail to the actual sprites themselves. It's really great because I used the PSP versions of the sprites themselves, which is the most detailed versions that I could
Yeah,
find.
I can see that. They don't look like the others. Like I've seen Final Fantasy 1 sprites. Well, not just Final Fantasy 1 sprites, but just, like the mage and like red mage, things like
Right.
that. And they aren't nearly as detailed. Yeah, yeah.
All right. On the very far left is the in-game boss that you fight at the very, very end, Chaos. Oh, good. And he is huge. He was the first one I did, and he's just really big.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then after that, yeah, after that you got the Lich. He's one of the 4 elemental fiends. He's found in the Cavern of Earth. And after that, you have Marilith. That's their name. She's another one of the 4 fiends, and she's in Mount Gog. And then you got their 6-headed dragon, Tiamat. I believe where is he? I don't know. I added little signs adding information about each of the sprites, so anybody that would really wanted to know about them, look down here, and he's in the fortress, flying fortress. Yep.
Huh.
And then you have my favorite, the Kraken.
I like how he has a cape. It shows the Kraken as
Yeah.
class, is what it shows.
He's classy.
He is. He's a classy guy. The only thing missing is a monocle and top hat. And he'd be just about the best character ever. Okay, and then this guy, I assume, is...
Bahamut.
Yeah.
However you say his name, I honestly...
Yeah, there's about 12... it's either going to be Bahamut or Bahumat. One of the two. Doesn't matter.
He's the guy that you go to get your classes upgraded after you get the rat's tail from, what's that place? Yeah. Okay, the next couple of characters are random NPCs from the game itself. This first one is the girl from, Dancing Girl from Cornelia, that dances around the fountain that tells you what to do.
Right.
And then you got, Bick or however you say his name. He's the guy that gives you the boat. And then you have a robot or automaton.
I chose that one.
Yeah. I feel simple to make. I just thought they looked cool. Then you have the first boss, Garland, who is relatively small. It was either this small one or one that was 90 by 90, but I didn't have any room to make a 90 by 90 sprite.
Right.
So I kind of just stuck with that. And then we got Astos, which is one of the other bosses in the game, who you fight for the Elfin Kingdom or whatever. And then you have a Chocobo. However, there is no Chocobo in Final Fantasy 1. They make their first appearance in Final Fantasy 2. I just added them because, when you think of Final Fantasy and you think of animals in Final Fantasy, you think of Chocobos.
Right. Or Moogles, yeah.
Moogles are more like just another race. They can talk.
Well, sure, now they can, but before they would just go, Goopoo, Goopoo.
Oh, and the last one is just a dwarf.
It's just about the cutest dwarf ever. Give us a rundown of what this is really quick before we wrap this whole thing up. This isn't from Final Fantasy 1.
No. This is from Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls. Pearl City Arena, recreated to best as I could.
It looks really cool. I love it, yeah. And then in the background is what now?
Over there to the left, you get Battlehorn Castle, which is one of the DLCs from the Oblivion. It's just one of those huge castles. You get quests, and you got to go defend it. And once you defend it, you get the deed to the castle.
Nice. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That is Sir Beret and his Final Fantasy 1 recreation. Some of the cool stuff he built within it. Oblivion stuff. I had a great time. I love looking at builds like this, especially when people try to recreate things that I've seen before. That's really awesome. So, first off, thank you, sir, and your chicken friend, wherever he went, Mikey Mike and the Funky Bunch. And that's it, guys. If you think that you have an epic world equally or greater in awesomeness, send an email to jesse.outsidetheblocks@gmail.com. Send screenshots, send something so that I know what you're showing me. Recently, I've got a lot of emails that are like, I have a really cool world, you should check it out. And that's it. Like, thank you for that comment. I'm sure your world is excellent. But, yeah. Send an email, and maybe one day I shall come to your world. Again, special thank you to Monsieur Beret and his chicken cow companion. And that's it, guys. See you next time. As always, you know the deal. To be continued. Damn you, chicken! Why won't you let me use the lightning?
I forgot I was a chicken, actually.
Okay. Is that you or was that me, chicken? I can't even tell. Can't believe I'm talking to a chicken trying to figure out how to use a stick that makes lightning. Only in Minecraft.